Hey, it's Rex from the Heavy Metal Hangover here, doing some more rankings while the show's on hiatus, just to kind of keep us out there. I wanted to rank ACDC albums because it's a huge discography. I'm gonna go quick. Again, I'm gonna go quick. It's a huge discography, and they're albums I know and love a lot. Well, most of them. So here we go. I'm gonna dive right in with 74 Jailbreak. I'm going to give that a B tier. 74 Jailbreak was awesome. It's just kind of an EP, but at the same time, you know, it was cool, but nothing special as far as like compared to the rest of their discography. High Voltage, S tier. It's one of my all-time favorite albums, let alone one of my all-time favorite AC/DC albums. I remember it's one of the first albums I ever bought on cassette. It's just, I mean, High Voltage, TNT. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. It's just endless awesome. Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. I'm going to give that also a B. I really like the title track. Songs like Ride On are cool, but on average, it's pretty average. Let There Be Rock. I'm going to drop it A because, I mean, Whole Lotta Rosie, Let There Be Rock. Crab City in Blue, if you have I think it's only available in the European version. I have that version on record. I have the other version on CD. Otherwise, they reused Problem Child. But there's a lot of cool tracks on Let There Be Rock, and it's kind of surprising how good it is. Powerage, I'm also going to give it an A tier. Now, I know a lot of people drop that up on S tier because, Down Payment Blues is awesome and the other tracks on the album. But Powerage, for one of those reasons, it's not one of the Bon Scott albums I ever really listened to all that much. Highway to Hell, I'm also going to drop at S tier because If You Want Blood, You Got It's one of my all-time favorite AC/DC songs. The title track is awesome. Girls Got Rhythm. I mean, the album's just amazing. It makes me wonder what Bon would have done with Back in Black. Now, that's not that I'm happy we don't have Brian doing it, but still. Back in Black, I have to drop it at S tier. I know Duff likes to talk about this album in terms of he loves it, and it's one of the albums where he loves it so much, but he never wants to hear it again. That's kind of how I feel, where if I'm at a sporting event or something and they pull Back in Black or Shook Me All Night Long or anything like that, I love it. I love hearing it. It's generally not an album I put on because it's so burned into my mind that I'm like, I can listen to the album as I'm looking at the cover right now in my head. For those about to rock, We Salute You. I'm dropping that at C tier. The title track's good. I believe Snowblind. I think it's called Snowblind if I'm wrestling. But yeah, is good, but I mean, honestly, the rest of the album's really forgettable. Flick of the Switch, I'm going to drop that at D. I mean, there's going to be a lot of Ds through the 80s in AC/DC. Flick of the Switch, the title track's cool. It was one of those albums where when I bought it, I wanted to like it, and I tried to like it, but I just couldn't do it. Fly on the Wall, I'm going to drop that also. It's got a few cool songs. Sink the Pink's cool, but it just didn't feel like an AC/DC album. It kind of felt like they didn't know what they wanted to do. Who Made Who? Again, I'm going to drop that at C. The title track is probably one of my favorite AC/DC songs. It reckons back to that feel of AC/DC that everybody thinks. But then the rest of it's just a compilation of their 80s stuff, which was kind of, mediocre. Blow Your Video, I'm going to drop also down at D. Heat Seeker's awesome, but the rest of the album is genuinely forgettable. Razor's Edge, I'm dropping up at S tier. I mean, Money Talks, Mistress for Christmas, The Razor's Edge, the title track, Thunderstruck. I mean, I could go on and on. Every track on this album is a gem. Ballbreaker is funny because Ballbreaker is one of those albums where a lot of people rank it really low. I love it. Now, I don't know if that's because this album came out, when we were kind of like at that age or whatever like that, but I'm going to rank it at an A tier. And let's see what else here. Now we got Bonfire. Bonfire was a box set. It was all kinds of Bon Scott stuff that they released. It was really cool. It included a copy of Back in Black. The rest of it was live radio tunes. Really cool, really well done. If You Want Blood, You Got It's one of the coolest live albums, so it was cool to hear Bon do more live stuff. So I'm going to rank that at an A tier as well. Stiff Upper Lip, I'm going to rank that at a B tier. Safe in New York City's cool. The title track, Stiff Upper Lip, kind of continued on with Ballbreaker, just not as the cool, not as much of the cool stuff in my opinion. I mean, I know some people who love Stiff Upper Lip because they remember growing up when that album came out, whatever. But Black Ice, honestly, it's just so forgettable. It's not bad like their 80s stuff, because I really kind of feel like, some of their 80s stuff, but I'm going to drop it at a C tier. I listened to it remembering that and Rock or Bust, I'm both going to drop right there, because I remember when I listened to them, I'm like, it's AC/DC. It's not bad. Like, it's not like it's like Fly on the Wall and Flick on the Switch. They're kind of like, who is AC? Like, I felt like they were trying to say, who is AC/DC in the 80s? With these albums, I kind of feel like they were still comfortable with who they were, but they just didn't write anything, that was, eye-popping, whatever. Power Up, I'm going to drop that at a solid B tier. And the reason I say that is because I remember when Power Up came out, I was expecting another Black Ice or Rock or Bust, where it wasn't going to be bad, but it wasn't going to be something where I was going to be like, oh, the new AC/DC is just, it knocks my socks off. But I got to be, when I listened to it, I was actually surprised at how good it was. It really harkened back to some of that classic AC/DC stuff. So there's my rankings of AC/DC. We got S tier, we got High Voltage, Highway to Hell, Back in Black, Razor's Edge. A tier, we got Let There Be Rock, Power Ridge, Ball Breaker, and the Bonfire box set. I don't know why the Bonfire box set was included. I just used a pre-made AC/DC thing, so I didn't have to build it myself. I wouldn't have included it because it is a box set and a live album. It doesn't fit in with the rest. 74 Jailbreak on B tier with Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, Stiff Upper Lip, Power Up. C tier, we have For Those About to Rock, We Salute You. For Those About to Rock, we have Who Made Who, we have Black Ice, we have Rock or Bust, and then on D tier we have Flick of the Switch, Fly on the Wall, and Blow Your Video. Blow up your video, blow your video. I can't remember if it's up or blow. They want you to blow your video either way. So anyways, that's it. This is Rex with my AC/DC ranking.